Hello, curling fans. This is Wayne Merwin from the Salmon Arm Curling Club. I'm accompanied by Nicole Reich, who will be giving us some color commentary as we go along. This morning we have one of the last round robin game for the under 21 uh, junior provincial playoffs. Two teams here. Emily Bowles' team from Victoria. Their record is 1 win and 1 loss. They'll be playing against the Rempel team from Kelowna, and they have won both of their games. So there's 4 teams involved in this competition. So each of the teams will play 3 games. So after this draw, there will be decision. Well, the standings will determine the first place team will get a bye to the finals, and the second and third place teams will play off in the semifinals this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Um, Nicole, maybe we'll have you introduce the 2 teams.
Well, thank you, Wayne. Good morning, everyone. I'm wonderful that you're able to join us this early in the morning. We have the bowls team. We're going to start with the lead, Mara Harris. Mara is 20 years old, and she's been curling for 14 years. We have the second, Gabby Brissett, who is 19, and she's been curling for 9 years. Our third is Meredith Cole. Meredith is 20. She's been curling for 12 years. And the skip is Emily Bowles. She's also 20 and has also been curling for 12 years. Just a quick note here. The coach for the Bowles team is Logan Miron. The Rempel rink is unfortunately missing their second player, Parker Rempel, who has fallen ill after attending the Under-18 Nationals in Ottawa. So we're wishing Parker a speedy recovery and hoping that she's able to get back with her team soon. The lead for Rempel Rink is Lauren Cochran. She's 19 and she's curled for 6 years. Megan Rempel is the third. She is 16 and she's curled for 9 years. And our skip is Hannah Rempel. Hannah is 19 and she's curled for 12 years. And they are coached by Wendy Cheka. The Rempel rink is from Kelowna, and the Bowls rink is from Victoria Curling Club.
Thanks, Nicole. So we've had the first couple of rocks thrown here this morning already. The Rempel team from Kelowna won the draw to the button competition, and so have last rock in this first end. First rock went into the house, and Bowles team decided they weren't going to play the corner guards, as we sometimes see. They ran that off and left us just off center guard now. Here comes Mara Harris's second rock. Drawing around the guard. Full 8 foot. Nice draw. Lauren Cochran's second rock. Looking like Hannah's calling for the drawdown to that one that's in the house. The women did have a chance for practice before the game. Should have a good idea of what the draw weight is. Lauren, of course, will throw 3 rocks since they're playing with a 3-member team. 1 sweeper. Just a little bit heavy going through the house. That gives Gabby Brissett an opportunity to put another red rock in the house. About not quite 6 feet of curl here this morning so far. Lots of room by the guard. They do curl a lot as the weight comes off. This rock will settle in nicely behind the one that was at the top of the 4 foot. Just behind the tee line. Anna doesn't like the setup. She's going to try and run this guard. Either clear the guard off or maybe straight back and get a couple of those red rocks. Just firm control weight here. Curling up there nicely, picked off the top one. Very good result. Gabby Brissett will try and take out this blue rock. Nice control weight here. Running a little bit straight on the outside. There's the hit, and just rolling, but biting. So Megan Rempel's turn. She'll also throw 3 rocks. Opportunity to draw down to the rock that's behind the tee line. It's getting pretty close to that guard now. The line would have been fine. I think she was just a little bit light. Splits those rocks. One in the house. The other one looks like it could be a biter. We'll find out later on. So Meredith Cole. Oh, that's the sun. Meredith Cole has the hit. Roll behind the corner there, out more in the open. 2 bowls rocks, 3 bowls rocks in the house. Anna is asking her sister to hit this rock on the outside. Roll towards the one that's the back of the 4-foot there. In turn takeout. Little sweeping right off the bat. Now it's off, waiting for it to curl a little bit. There it goes now. Half a rock hit. Rolling to the center. Beautifully shot. Nice shot. It is available to be hit out, however. Megan Rempel throwing her last rock. 3rd and last rock. Oh, I'm on the wrong side here. Meredith Cole, pardon me. A little tight and hits the guard. Early in the morning here, Wayne, you got to pay attention. Now Megan Rempel's throwing her 3rd and last rock. Gonna try and pick this red rock out. Little danger here. Sounds like they called the sweeping right away. Rather than pick, they'll hope for the overcurl now and hit their own rock. Maybe back onto the shot. That's what's going to happen. Plan B, but it's just fine. Emily Bowles, the skip for this team. She's a 2-time defending champion of this event. She won it in 2021 and also in 2023. Out turn takeout. About a foot of ice. Sweeping it to hold the line. There's a hit. This roll towards the other red rock. Not really a good double possibility. Anna Rempel will get a chance to throw her first rock using the inside out turn. Rock is on its way, sweeping right away. Looks like it's got a lot of curl there. Gonna have to sweep it hard to make contact. And a tick. Would have preferred to stay, of course, but Blue Rocks on the backboards. So the Bulls team will want to put another rock in the house, trying to force the single for the Rempel team, who's got the hammer. Trying to decide where they're going to put it now. They could put it at the top of the house. They could put it the other side. Could choose whether they want to have Hannah make another hit or leave her to draw for her point. I suspect early in the game here that she would choose the hit. Maybe not. So it looks like Emily has decided she'd like to put one on the center line. They had trouble with their draw weight in the draw to the butt competition. Maybe they've learned from that now. We'll see how it turns out. Sweeping hard right away, the girls. Still sweeping, still sweeping, still sweeping, and a biter. Wow. So that is a good spot because Hannah can't hit it and be in the house to score a point. So now she will have to make a choice whether she's going to try to draw herself against two, whether she's going to hit the one over at the side and hope to stay there. Looks like she's chosen to, I'm thinking, hit. Otherwise, it's pretty skimpy ice for the draw around that one at the top of the 12-foot. So ready in the hack. Eyes firmly focused on the broom. Early sweeping. The rocks do curl hard to the outside. Looking like she's going to get the tick on that one and leaving the rock at the top of the house as shot rock. So that's a steal for the Bulls team. 1 for Team Bulls, 0 for Team Rempel. Rempel will maintain the hammer, of course, for this second end. We'll see if maybe they choose to play a little more aggressive style this time. Nicole, I think we've got some sponsors here. Did you want to mention those?
Sure, we can take a minute to do that quickly here, Wayne. From the Rempel rink, we have the Claire Fripp from Fripp Warehousing sponsorship, grand openings, and of course all the Kelowna supporters that have been following this team. From the Bowls rink, we have the Aslan Projects, Lions View, Sunlight, Mosaic Hydro, Refame Group, CIBC, and Hardline. We're going to be starting the second end here shortly, Wayne, and I'm going to get a time as they're throwing toward the home end.
As you know, these teams travel quite extensively to get competition, to prepare for these provincial competitions, and takes a lot of money, a lot of time. So thank you to the sponsors, thank you to the parents. So the first rock for the Bulls team, Mara Harris, throwing the center guard.
I believe we got about a 16 and a half on that, Wayne, for hog-to-hog time.
So the speed is coming along quite nicely now. That's a standard sort of time for a center line guard halfway down from the hog line. Hannah asking Lauren Cochran to draw in behind that guard. Out turn draw. Line looks good. You need to go by those guards by a foot and a half, 2 feet for them to be fully guarded. Otherwise, they peek out the other side. Very nice weight, right on the button. Mara Harris now, her skip has asked her to draw down on top of this one. Tap it back just a titch, and then you could be shot rock. Play on the in-turn side. Lots of rotation. Well executed rock, right down on top.
We just want to shout out a quick hello to Nori Cochran and everyone in Mexico who's watching and cheering on the Team Rempel today.
And we have international folks watching our game. My daughter down in Houston, Texas was picking up a couple of the games there yesterday. My other daughter up in Grand Prairie, maybe her and her boys are watching this morning. So Lauren Cochran throwing her second rock. Seems like we'll be piling up rocks on the center line here. Nice weight. Just biting the 8 foot. You see Emily having a close look at those rocks. I'm not really exactly sure who shot rock down there. They're very close. They might even both be touching that button. So this is Gabby Brissett throwing her first rock for this end. Emily had asked her to come down pretty much where she put her broom. That's where she wanted it. Top 12, almost biting the 8. Nice set of opening rocks.
It sure is difficult to see who shot there, Wayne.
Well, we won't gamble with betting at this stage. So Hannah's going to try and clear that guard out of there. Maybe run it straight back and rearrange these rocks. And rolling just to the side. So if I read that correctly, Emily's asking Gabby to throw a guard on this. She called out number 2, so that's usually a guard halfway down from the hog line. I suspect by this call that Emily believes that she shot rock. There's the appropriate weight they were looking for. Now they're trying to sweep it into line. They'd like to be directly in front of their own red rock. Pretty close. Nicely done.
Yes, that was a beautiful stone, and it was well managed by the front end.
So Hannah is asking her sister Megan to come down here and rearrange the rocks in the house. She can tap her own blue rock. It's on the 8 foot there. Tap it back onto these ones in the house. On the button, that is. In turn. Might have been a little tight. She yelled sweeping right away. She'll be on the guard. So another guard halfway down. Emily's tightened up the ice just a little bit. I think they wanted that last guard to curl over just a touch more to prevent that blue rock at the top 8 foot from being promoted. This rock looks like it has a little bit more weight than the previous one. Not much more though. Girls are sweeping it hard to get the line appropriate. There, that makes it very difficult for Team Rempel to, well, in fact, I would say impossible for Team Rempel to come through that skinnier port than a couple of that we saw last night. We had smart cars trying to negotiate ports. So Hannah calling out the instructions to her sister down there. Move the guard, move these ones in the house. Pick a shot. Oh, maybe we have to have a discussion. Trying to convince her sister what to do here. Oh, come and talk to me. Come and talk to me, she says. Here she comes.
Maybe while they're discussing the shot, Wayne, we'll just introduce the umpires that are out here for this morning's game. We have Ted Anderson. He's from Kelowna. He's the chief umpire. We have Lucy Tremblay from Kamloops, and she's our home end umpire. We have Gordon Reich. He's been the away end umpire, but this morning we've got Danette Pritchard from Kamloops assisting with the group. We've got 5 games going on right now. Just give you a quick update on the Art and Halfley game. After the first end, Art is winning 2-0 over Halfley.
So the Rempel gals got together and made a decision on what they want to do here. They'd like to hit this rock at the top of the 12 foot, angle it over onto the other blue one. Maybe they could even get right by and hit the ones on the button. Here it comes. It was tight again. Going to rearrange the guards up front. So the Bulls team has been guarding these rocks in the house for 3 or 4 rocks in a row now. This will be Meredith Cole throwing this rock. The ice conditions this week have been very, very good. Looking like she underthrew this. They're going to have to work hard to get that over the hog line. Don't think so. She'll be disappointed with that result. Now Megan will have another chance at this raise on the blue one, or yes, I believe that's the call. Megan's ready to go. Nice slide. Have to sweep it hard to get by that guard. It's by. Tick the blue one across the top, though. Was hoping to hit that on the nose. Sticks in the house over there for maybe. No, not third shot. The red one up top is third shot. Now Team Bull is thinking about maybe they would make a different plan. Team Bulls doesn't have the hammer. Taking similar ice to what they've done for the last few shots, throwing these guards. On her slide, nice and release at the hog line there. She'd like to be right on the center line. Can sweep it into line now. Just a little bit on its own. Nice guard. So Hannah's turn. Sister Megan looking things over.
Still appears to be a guess here as to who shot Stone Raw, Wayne?
Yeah, we're looking at the overhead camera here picture, and it's really difficult to see. They have to measure those rocks. It's a difficult measure. You have to measure them from the outside. Maybe Hannah will rearrange them here. We won't have to guess anymore. Firm weight here. Past the guard. There's the rocks moving around. Now for sure we know that Team Bulls is sitting two. The shot rock is nicely buried by these two guards on my left-hand side. Looking like the call here for Team Bulls is to bring another rock into the house. I'd like to draw one in around that rock at the top 12 foot, because that's the one that Team Rempel could use to raise it up into the button area. So if they can get around behind, she'll still be able to do that raise, but it'll be against 3 rather than just the 2. Emily, of course, will have to throw a little bit more weight than what she did on that guard shot she threw with her first one. Taking ice at the edge of the 12 foot. Good rotation on this rock. It's getting fairly close to that blue one now. And of course, because it's a little bit light, that's why it's over curling for her. We'll take away that raise. There will be a double raise there, however.
I think the amount of curl has been fairly consistent over the last few days. Do you think, Wayne?
Yes, absolutely. We've had just excellent ice here for these young curlers to be playing on. We've got about 6 feet of curl on draw shots to the tee line. The rocks will run reasonably straight with peel weight, and so the in between weights you need to be taking the appropriate ice for making the shots. We have Norm Scott that came here from Curl BC to help out our own local ice makers who've done an excellent job for us all year. We have Miles Chapin doing a super job for the curling club, helped out by Lonnie Karpik. They've also brought their own Curl BC rocks. Our rocks here in Salmon Arm are very good and do curl nicely as well. But they wanted to use these slightly sharper rocks, getting 6 feet of curl rather than about the 4.5 feet that we get with our rocks. So I believe the call is to do that tap. The way those two rocks are lined up, she could actually hit the blue and onto the shot rock, or she could just raise it up into the button area. Big shot here early in the game. A little bit of a guess how much ice to take when you have to throw more than the draw weight, but not through the house weight. She didn't quite curl enough to get the tap. Oh, but you got a little bit fortunate there. A little bit fortunate there to cut them down to one. Not a bad result for Team Rempel. So a steal of one. So after two ends of play, we've got two for Team Bowls and no score yet for Rempel.
Yes, Wayne, we can't say enough about the ice conditions. They've just been fabulous. Miles and Lonnie have been hard at work here since Monday, trying to get our ice ready. And Norm also arrived on Monday with Curl BC, and the boys have been spending a lot of long hours, but the ice conditions are fantastic.
From my experience watching Rocks on TV, all of the games that we've seen at the Briar and the Scotties, I think this ice is comparable for sure. Very nice work by these folks. Speaking of the Scotties, I know those games are on right now. Hoping that the curling fanatics here in around Salmon Arm and at home in Kelowna and Victoria, maybe you could use a couple different devices to watch the Scotties and our game here. I know that I've been guilty of even using three devices one time last spring. I was watching a curling game. It was probably the World Curling later on in March, early April. There was the hockey game on, and baseball was already on. So three devices. I'm not sure whether they have a sports addict meeting for me to attend to, but I'll be watching for it.
Yes, Wayne, and for myself at home, thank goodness I have PVR.
Not enough sports. So, Team Bowls put their first rock, top 4 foot there. Team Rempel has the choice. They could throw a corner or they could do the hit here. Looks like she's chosen to do the hit. Nicely done by Lauren Cochran. Hit and stayed right there. This end is shaping up to be a fairly open end already with the rocks being played in the house and the takeouts. If they throw the guards early, then it gets to be a little bit more messy. Maybe Team Rempel doesn't like messy at this stage. Mara Harris with her takeout. Nice control weight there. Curled up nicely at the end. And another hit. Hannah would like Lauren to roll away from this area to give the next shot a different look. Lauren's in turn takeout. reasonably firm weight here. We'll roll away. It's a little tricky for the players, knowing what weight to throw for a particular amount of curl. As the game progresses, they get onto it, and we see a few more precise shots. Gabby Brissett, her first rock. Sweeping this rock into the house. Top 4 foot. Almost biting the button down there. Another takeout for Lauren. Couple feet of ice here. Whatever that is in centimeters. Old guys don't know about centimeters. Yeah, this one is a slightly quieter weight. She might stick in over the side or not. Red rock is gone though. Another draw for Gabby. Girls jumped on that right away. Maybe just threw it a touch lighter than last time. Still working hard all the way. And a biter. Well, full 12 foot. Megan's first of 3 rocks. Once again, looking for the hit and roll. Would like to stay in the house this time. Oh, we got a lefty in the house. There's the hit, and a nice little roll to the outside. Might be a tricky spot to get rid of that one. Playing the outside in turn. It's a little straighter turn. See the ice, just 3-4 inches of ice. Like to throw firm control weight here. In Manitoba, they call that smooth weight. Nicely thrown, nicely managed. There's the hit, and the roll back towards the center. So Megan again, second of 3. Looks like Hannah's giving her a touch more ice this time. This time they chose, as last time, inside out. Looking like we'll get pretty much a nose hit. Nice result. Meredith's second rock. Skinnied up the ice a little bit again. I think she would like to roll right to the center line rather than just part way over. Nice delivery there. Sweepers are saying it's got lots of weight. Quite a bit of rotation. Ooh, it jumped hard at the end. Rather than rolling to the center, it rolled all the way across. But still, mission accomplished.
are having a fairly open end here, Wayne, with both teams exchanging shots.
If there was any nerves happening in the early ends, this is a good way to get things under control. So Hannah changing plans here a little bit because that rock is behind the tee line, and because they have the hammer, they can draw down to it, hoping to get their deuce that way. Lauren is ready to sweep there and is in fact working it. Megan came up to help. Weight looks good. Should bop over there here at the end. Look at that curl. That's an excellent shot. Wow, that's very nice. Very nice. If 4 points were allowed, we'd give that 5 points.
We also have to mention how difficult that is to do with only one sweeper and 3 players, Wayne. So we have to give applause there to the Rempel rink for that wonderful sweeping.
So Emily, looking to blast these rocks. She can get a little bit to the inside of that rock. She could remove the red, or the blue and the red, maybe have her shooter stay. She does not want to hit it on the outside, however. Called the sweeping right away. It's curling a lot. She's got a pick, perhaps. She did lose her last rock. It was almost not possible not to do that. Ooh, and she did not get the blue one out of the house. That was a bit of a surprise for us. A nice result for Team Rempel, however. So if she can split the house here, a real good opportunity to score 2 points and tie this game. So this is Hannah Rempel. Sister Megan holding the broom down there at the other end. Drawing to the other side of the house. Keep those rocks well separated. Looks like it's settling down quite nicely. Very nice for Team Rempel to have those rocks so well separated. And we will go for the open hit here, hope to stay. I'd like to force Hannah to have to hit something to score her 2 points. Taking the straighter turn. Teammates calling the weights, looking good to them. Lots of curl here at the end again. There's the tick and rolling out. So that will give Hannah Rempel a chance to get her 2 points. She just drew nicely to the 12-foot. Deciding to take the other turn. She's got the full house to work with. She's got a nice strong sweeper in Lauren Cochran to guide this rock on its way. Bit of a dream for the skip to be able to have an open draw for 2. Draw shot's on its way. Lauren is just following it down. Very nicely done. Lauren was pretty happy with the rocks as soon as it left Hannah's hand. So that's 2 points for Team Rempel.
Wayne, we've got a really tight game here, and we've already been treated to some lovely shot making by both teams.
In a short round robin like this, all of the games are super crucial. Um, we see that the Team Rempel has won both of their games. They're 2-0. Team Bowls, defending champion, is at 1-1. And the other game that has a bearing on the playoffs as well, over there on sheet F, it's tied up after 2 ends. And so depending on who wins that game, depending on who wins this game, we might have as much as a three-way tie for playoff positions. All depends on which team wins which game, right? So stay tuned, folks. Semifinals are this afternoon at 2, and the finals on Sunday. So now Team Bowls has the hammer for the first time in the game. Hannah's asked Lauren to throw that center guard. Standard opening procedure for these ends. Talking to this rock to make it stop. And, ooh, I think it, whoops, we don't have the right camera here. But it's obviously in the house because Emily is going to hit it. If it were just 2 inches shorter, that rock would be protected until after the 5th rock to the end with the 5 rock rule. Here's Mara Harris. She can hit. Stay out of the house. And that's a protected rock. Can't be hit. Hannah is fine with that. She'll go around. Lauren Cochran throwing her second rock. Throw about the same weight as last time, and they can sweep it nicely to the 8 foot, maybe even the 4 foot. Looks like it is a little bit more weight than her first one. It's going to be reasonably tight to this guard. Big finish on these draw shots. Megan working hard to get it by, and she did. Very nicely done. Excellent shot. Very nice. So Team Bowls, they can hit their own rock, even though it's in the free guard zone rule. They can ideally hit it straight back. Take out the shot rock. Firm takeout weight. As always, they're curling hard. She's got the hit, just misses the blue one, but does get another rock in the house over there. So Team Rempel will have to decide, are they going to go for throwing the guard or hit this open red rock? And they've chosen the guard. These young curlers are looking for a chance to go to Fort McMurray here in March. The Canadian Nationals are being held up there, and the winner of the women's team will go and represent British Columbia, and of course the men's team will represent BC for the men's competition. This is Lauren's third and last rock of this end. Curling over there nicely. It's a tough double. Emily, I think, will be happy enough with just getting one of these out. 2 would be a bonus. There's the big firm weight. This should have good double possibilities with this weight. There's the hit and moving both rocks and sweeping the blue one out.
And she did get some great separation on that shot, Wayne.
Yes, that was really nicely done. She needed to throw that heavier weight to make the first rock that was hit to slide all the way across the house and out. Really nice rock. So, Hannah asking Megan, take this rock out, doing the inside out turn. Nice shot, nicely done. So interesting to see the difference in the calls of these two teams. So far from what I've seen, Team Bowls prefers the outside in for these takeout shots, whereas many of the shots that I've seen Team Rempel play on their takeouts go from the inside out. Doesn't really matter which one you choose, whichever you practice the most, whichever you're most comfortable with. Maybe there's a preference for in turns or out turns, not quite sure. But here we go again, see that? Megan throwing her out turn because she's a lefty, but this is what I call an inside out, going from the center of the house to the outside. Similar shot to last time. Firm type weight. Lauren sweeping it, keep it straight. There it is. Good shot. Now things are a little more tricky because for Team Bowls to hit this rock, they have to roll a little bit, probably to the inside, to be able to have their rock in the house. And as we had said previously, Team Bowls going with from the outside of the rock, from the outside of the house rather, to the inside on the takeout attempt.
They will have to be careful when they hit this Wayne as to where they roll so they can avoid grouping those stones and allowing a double to be made.
Right on, Nicole. Here's a very nice shot. It's on the nose, and from this angle it looked like it's on. From the overhead camera, it looked like it's on. Team Bowls happy with that shot. So now we go to the other side. Team Rempel won't play down the side that we have been playing up to now, because if they hit it, if they don't roll in, they won't be in the house. So this is the better choice, the obvious choice. The inside out takeout. Might have been a bit full on the release. But it's coming over nice now. That's nice control weight there. Really good shot. Nice shot. Girls are playing well this morning.
Yes, Wayne, we're being treated to some lovely shots here by both teams.
Most impressive to see the quality of play here. These teams have been practicing hard, playing hard. Lots of good shots.
Yes, last night, so Wayne, when we covered the Bulls Halfley game, there was some wonderful big weight shots being made, and these girls are just so accurate.
They can control their weight nicely. When they need the appeal weights, they can throw those. When they need the control weights, those are coming too. And here's a control weight, but maybe going to roll out. Yes, she does. Maybe threw just a hair more weight than was required for where the broom was.
It's given Hannah the opportunity to remove that stone.
Yes, unfortunately for Team Bulls, they may now miss their opportunities to score 2 points. Team Rempel will be looking to do the force. When you when you don't have the hammer, if you can force the opposition to one, then you can have the hammer for the next end, score a couple points. Strategy for success. Take two, give one. There's the hit and the roll. Good shot.
Do you think we might even see a blank end here, Wayne?
It's quite possible. I haven't seen much in the way of blank ends in the games that we've covered so far, Nicole. So a lot of times it depends on the comfort level of the teams, whether they're going to throw the bigger weight and hope to roll out or be more cautious. Time will tell. Emily's first rock. We'll get a little bit of an outside roll. A bit too much roll. It is out of there. So Hannah had a couple nice draw shots in the previous end. She'll be pretty comfortable with throwing this into the house. Somewhere on the center line.
I'm going to get a time on this, Wayne.
Somewhere in the 14.8 range would get to the tee line, I think. Maybe 14.6. The ice with these rocks this week have been a little bit slower than what we normally have with our rocks. And it's jumped out to help here. Now we'll have a third sweeper. And to the top four.
And that was a lovely shot. We had about 15 seconds on that, Wayne.
So that's definitely right up to speed. 15 seconds is what we've on our club ice. We can get those rocks to the tee line like that. So fairly narrow ice here. Imagine we'll have firm takeout weight here. Nicely up the stick there. And there's the hit and the stick, scoring a point. So after 4 ends of play, team Bulls is 1 up, 3-2.
And we'll quickly give you an update on sheet F. The Art team is winning over the Halfley team 4-2 after 3 ends of play, and they're just about to finish their 4th end, Wayne.
Yes, it's going to be a pretty interesting finish here as far as the standings are concerned. If a team aren't as able to hold on to this lead that they currently have. I see, however, that Team Halfley has an open hit to score 3 points and take the lead in this game. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong there. There's still a couple more rocks to play over there. So Mara Harris, first rock. This will be the 5th end. We'll have a 5th end break after this end is played. That rock was a little bit heavy. It's a biter at the back of the house. Lauren Cochran, her first rock. I didn't quite get the indication whether she asked for this rock in the house or whether she wants to throw a corner guard. Team Bowls does have the hammer now. Where Hannah is standing down there, it's looking like she wants the corner guard. This is the usual strategy for trying to score a couple points. Ignoring the opposition rocks that are in the house, throw the corner guards. Those are protected shots till the sixth rock of the end. Mara Harris, her second rock. Doing the intern.
And it appears that Leigh Hafley has an opportunity here to score possibly 3, Wayne, in the fourth end.
Right, they're already sitting 2, so this is the last rock at the end. She's got a draw. She only needs to be a little bit inside the 12-foot rings there to score 3 to take the lead in that game. So Lauren Cochran throwing her second rock. Through the corner guard with her first one. They'll use this corner guard this time. She's jumping up to help sweep. Line looks fine. All depends on her weight. See the curl here at the end. Misses the guard by a couple feet. If it keeps going, it'll be nicely guarded by the corner guard. Good sweeping. Nice position.
Yes, what a lovely shot, and she's able to get shot stolen and guarded.
And did you see what happened over there on sheet F?
No, I did not, Wayne, but we'll quickly give you an update as soon as the umpire hangs up the score.
I'm getting help from our spectators here. Thank you very much. It was in fact a draw for 3. Whereas we don't have our own broadcast booth, it's nice because we get to interact with the friends and the parents here. Get in on some of the excitement.
Making sure we don't make any senior moment mistakes, Wayne.
Yeah, well, those are going to happen. So Gabby throwing her draw. Didn't quite get behind the center guard. It's partially open. A nice, what I call a heavy hack shot here will remove that red rock. Sweeping hard to get it by that top one. Should be close. Looking good. There's the hit. She might even take the one out at the back. Oh, just missed it. It's probably not really a worry for that red rock at the back of the house, but it would have been nice to have it removed. Gabby's takeout attempt. Outside in. Nice control weight. This side of the ice is just a little bit straighter. We've noticed that yesterday when we were doing the games. A little bit of an inside roll. Okay, now the girls are confusing me here because I didn't have the same black tops on the first part of this game, and I knew who was who, and I've got to pay a little bit more attention now. Both Megan and Lauren have their jackets off, having done all the sweeping with the 3-person team. This is Megan throwing this rock. She'd like to hit the red one and roll behind that center guard. It's looking pretty close to perfect. Well, they didn't want the roll, I guess, because they didn't sweep it. Had the hit.
They did have a nose hit, but they are lying too, Wayne.
True enough, and they do have the hammer, so leaving them open like that isn't such a bad thing after all. The Bulls team, however, they've got that center guard. They would like to take advantage of that. Meredith Cole. A lot of curl here at the end. There's the tick. Rolling across the house. And did it stay in? It did not. Just a little bit too much curl there at the end. So Team Rempel has a choice to make. And it's been made. They are going to use that center guard. They don't want to be deep here, of course. Top four would be perfect. See if Macon can execute this to perfection. Lauren sweeping right away. It's coming down now. Lots of room by the guards. Maybe a titch heavy. Going to the back of the house. Sitting two, however, one behind the corner guard, one at the back of the house. So Team Bulls has some decisions to make. They don't have the hammer. Looking at two blue rocks in the house.
The Bulls team does, however, have quite a wide open port to get through there, Wayne.
Yes, this rock at the back of the house is wide open. And I believe if they hit it on the nose, they will be shot rock with it.
Is there a possible jam on that red stone there?
Well, I don't think so. Both the rocks could go, though. They're sweeping this rock now to hold it straight. There is a possible hit on the guard if they don't get it by. So they might get lucky and get the side one. No, they didn't. And through the house. That was not a good shot. She doesn't need to hear me say that.
That was an unfortunate tick there, Wayne.
So, a nice situation for Team Rempel. Two rocks in the house already. Trying to get a third one in. Megan will try to cut back her weight a little bit from what she threw previously. Should be no danger on the guard. The weight is appropriate. It is getting rather tight, though. Lauren's working it hard. Maybe Megan cut back just a little too much. Ooh, just touched it, but still partially guarded as it comes to a stop. So, nice rock. If she'd have got by, she might have peeked out the other side, so that's a good outcome. So the Bull team in a little bit of difficulty here right now, looking at three rocks without the hammer. The choice here is to draw down in front of that one. I like the decision call. She needs to do it perfectly, though. You don't want to be touching that blue rock and rolling your own shooter rock into the wide open. But the plan is to draw down in front of that rock.
You think she'll try and freeze this stone, Wayne?
Yeah, that's pretty much the plan, I think. She could move it a little bit, but it would leave her rock partially open. The line is more than adequate. In fact, it does need to curl. Trying to urge it over. Weight is very, very nice. Excellent shot. Very nice shot. Does leave the Rempel rock as shot rock, but it definitely negates those other two blue rocks that are in the house.
There is some separation between those stones, so it is possible to be able to get a piece of that red rock and remove it from the rings, Wayne.
You could. I don't know that I would try that.
It would be a risky shot, but risk and reward for sure.
If they're going to score more than one, as you say, it might be worth the risk. She's looking at doing it. I think we're having a coach's interaction here, Nicole.
Yeah, that appears to be the case. So, with the juniors here under 21s, we have the coaches right on ice level. What used to be called a timeout is now a coach interaction.
And the teams do get two of these coach interactions, two for the first five ends and another two for the second five ends. I think it's a really good rule that they've implemented here. Gives the coaches a chance to talk to their players, give them some advice, help with a little bit of inexperience. I think at this stage they've chosen to do another draw shot. I think the danger for the Rempel team is if they left that open here, it wouldn't take much of a nudge to touch that red rock in to be shot rock. So guard the one for the time being and see what happens with the next couple of rocks. So this is Hannah's turn. Out there on the edge of the 12-foot. Take advantage of the 6-foot curl. Rock is on its way. Lauren is ready to sweep if need be. She's thinking maybe it's just a touch more weight than what it needs. It's coming over nicely now. Well, Hannah likes the idea of sweeping it a little bit. Now Lauren's helping out. There's the touch on the red one, maybe. Moved it, and oh my goodness. It is very, very close, folks. We're not going to call it. It's 1 point for somebody, Nicole.
Yeah, I think Emily's going to want to guard that because I think Hannah could run that blue one quite easily onto the red.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, good call, Nicole. So whoever's ever shot rock, it almost doesn't matter to two team goals. Interesting, though.
Yeah, it appears they're looking at drawing in there, possibly, Wayne.
I liked your call, Nicole. Somebody else likes that call, too. As we've said before, there's always options. I think Nicole had mentioned risk and rewards. I think the not guarding this one is pretty risky, though, considering that there's so many blue rocks in the house. Not executed properly would be a chance for a big end for Team Rempel. Where the broom is, I'm not exactly sure what the call is, to tell you the truth.
Doesn't appear to be a lot of ice for a draw, so we will see what develops here.
I mean, you could put the guard over here on the left-hand side as we're looking at it by going across the center line. Not sure why they wouldn't have taken the same turn as last time. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think that's the case. They're going to choose a different way of getting that guard. Definitely not wrong. The other turn was more predictable because they'd been down that line quite a few times, but this is turning out pretty nicely as well.
I have to say that was a very, very good decision on where to put the broom on that.
Yeah, I think it's they hadn't thrown many rocks in that direction. Good shot by Emily. Hannah and Megan looking at the situation down there, maybe trying to decide who shot and what do we do depending on who is shot. Want to make a guess, Nicole?
Well, I think it's difficult for for Hannah here because those red stones, you don't want to be promoting the opposition stones.
Yes, they already accidentally did that. When I'm taking another look at the overhead camera here, it does appear that the blue is taking a little bit more of the button area than the red, but that's just a guess. It is a 1 point game. It's looking like Team Rempel has decided this is definitely worth the risk. They can run that guard back onto their own blue one, would take out the red stone, whether it's shot or not, doesn't matter, and they could score a couple maybe.
So what does it appear that they're doing here, Wayne? Are they doing some kind of tap back?
Well, no, it'll be a takeout shot onto the red guard. She wants to hit it just on the left-hand side as we're looking at it. Needs to curl some to make the contact with the blue one in the house. And across the top.
Just hit it a little bit on the thin side.
Right, it needs to curl a little bit more. I'm guessing we'll have the measuring stick come out here. So we are waiting for the measurement. I think Nicole, were you wanting to mention something about the sponsors again?
Yes, Wayne. Just before we sign off here, halfway through the game, while the measurement's going to be happening, we had an early well wishes here from Mexico for the Rempel team, but we're going to spend a little bit of time here talking about some of the bowls well wishes. Mara, our lead, is wanting to shout out to mom and dad. Her dad, Michael, is in Ontario right now competing in the senior men's event. Emily wants to send a shout out to her sisters and cousins who Emily grew up with, and of course her grandparents. Gabby wants to say hello to Emmett watching in Victoria, and her grandma and sister and dad in Calgary. And Meredith wants to say hello to family and friends at home and her grandparents in Ottawa.
Great, Nicole. Thanks for that. And I'm guessing that Parker Rempel, not a sister to the Megan and Hannah Rempel, who's home and sick and not able to play this week. I'm sure she's watching and would like to send her thoughts out to her team. She was on an under 18 team that went to the nationals just before this competition, and unfortunately came home sick. So I'm guessing that she'll be wanting to join her teammates as soon as possible. So here's the measurement. A 1 point lead at this point for Team Rempel.
Give a quick update there. The game on sheet F has gone into the fifth end break, and it appears to be tied 5-5 after 5 ends of play.
So it happens very, very seldom, but there is the off chance that the rocks are equidistant from the center line, and in this case it would be a blank end. No points would be scored.
And we've got both umpires, Lucy and Danette, having a measure here.
Do we need to call out all the King's horses and all the King's men? Sorry, this would be the Queen's horses and the Queen's helpers.
Yeah, this definitely added some interest to this end, Wayne.
Oh, it is determined it was a a blue shot rock. So at the end of 5 ends, it's going to be a tie score 3-3.
Yes, just some wonderful play that we're being treated with here, Wayne. They're going to be going into the fifth end break here, and we're going to take a little break ourselves.
Right on, Nicole. Well, welcome back, folks. Here we are at the under 21 junior provincials. We have two very close games happening right now. The standings are really tight. The results of this game will determine which team gets a bye to the finals. The second and third place teams will play in the semifinals this afternoon at 2 o'clock. These junior curlers, they're just starting their journey that might lead to the Scotties, might lead to a world championship. I know that we've got world champions that we know, folks like Tyler Tardy, who's now curling with Kevin Cooey out of Alberta. He won the juniors for, I think it was 4 consecutive years. Um, Another person that has won the juniors is Corian Brown, and she won it a few times. Nicole, you've got some information there.
Yeah, I think some of the young juniors that or young juniors, pardon me, that are close to home here. We've had Kelly Law. Kelly's from Kelowna, and she won the Scotties in '06 and '07, and went on to win the Worlds in '07 as well. And then of course we have our Jaylyn Cotter from Vernon. Everybody knows her father Jim. Jalen, won her under 18 championship here in Salmon Arm in 2018, and she also won the 2016 BC mixed doubles with her dad Jim. So that's wonderful to have our local young people just be so successful.
Yeah, exactly, Nicole. And I think we mentioned back in 2008, Salmon Arm Curling Club sponsored the Canadian Junior Championship, and we had folks like Caitlin Laws that came and won the event, and she's gone on to bigger and better things, winning several Scotties and skipping her own team just now. Gallant rather, was here, and of course we know that he curled many years with Brad Gushu and is currently out here in the West curling with Brendan Botcher. And at that same championship, there was a fellow by the name of Aaron Sluchinski, who we hadn't heard much from until recently. And in fact, he won the Alberta Provincial Championships this year and will be playing in the Brier in March. So, yeah, as I said, this is the beginning of a journey for all these young curlers. And a few years from now, we'll see them in the Scotties and maybe the Brier too. So the sixth end is underway. Team Bowles has the hammer. The first rock went down into the house, and we had some hits being made. We may have another open end here, as we had previously. A few hits and rolls out up to now. Team Bowles looking to put one over to the side of the house here. Don't think she called for a corner guard. This is Gabby Brissett's first rock. And in fact, it is a guard.
And we've got some hog to hog times for the second half at about 16.2, Wayne.
That's about standard time that we would expect for a guard at this stage of the game. The ice through the games that we've seen so far has held up very nicely after the first couple ends, getting the pebble worn off. These curlers have been treated to excellent ice conditions. And when they're having to make the precise shots that they do, you don't want to have to be working with tricky ice like we sometimes see in club play. Although not our club. A little bit heavy, this draw shot. Might stick in at the back of the house or not. It is a rock still in play, but it's out of the 12-foot rings. Gabby Brissett now. Another lefty in the house. No, maybe not. I think I lied. It's getting pretty tight to that guard. boy, snuck it by. Good eye there, Emily. And just behind the tee line. You'd prefer that above the tee line, of course. And I can see it. Asking Megan to take this out. Sweeping hard to get it by that guard. She sounds a little worried. And for a good reason. Might even tap this other red rock into the house. That's not a happy situation. And another little biter. So, Team Bowls, put a guard on this shot rock back here. Team Bowls does have the hammer. Could be sitting 3 after this rock. A little bit of an interesting call, I'm thinking. When you have the hammer, she could have drawn somewhere else in the house to sit 3. In my opinion, I think she's actually helped the Rempel team out here because they can come down and sit on top of this shot rock, or she's chosen to hit it. That's fine too. The preferred turn for the Rempel team, as what I've seen so far, going from the inside to the out. Might be a little tight again. Lauren is sweeping hard to get it by the guard. Has she done it? She has done it. Very nice sweeping. Excellent shot. Nicely executed. Great sweeping, Lauren.
Yes, and I guess we really just can't say how hard it is for one sweeper to be able to be sweeping every rock.
Exactly. Although for the lead, she actually sweeps fewer rocks in total because she throws 3 rocks and only has 5 left when she's all done. But when you're all by yourself like that, you know that you need to be working extra hard to do what needs to be done.
And that's why we've seen the throwers sometimes jump up and get in there quickly.
Exactly. So Team Bowls trying to take out this blue rock. They're not nearly as tight as the last rock to the guards, although they are sweeping it now. Trying to save it really. Maybe get the tick, but will roll out. So what was shaping up to be a possible big end for Team Bowls. Now there's only one red rock left in the house that Hannah wants to take care of. These ones way on the outside like that are tricky. Couple feet of ice, 60 centimeters or something. And on its way. Jumped on the sweeping right away. Megan sounds a little worried. Hannah would like to sneak in there and help out. It has got a tick. Will she get it out? She's sweeping hard. No. Oh, it hit the side first. Okay, yes.
Yes, that did appear to cross the line there, Wayne, into the other sheet.
Good call there, girls. Unfortunate attempt by Hannah there. I don't think that rock was going to go out anyhow. If there were boards there, you'd be able to see the ricochet. But with the open sheets like we have here, you really have to keep an eye on that line. So that missed shot by Hannah Rempel, that'll give Emily Bowles a chance to sit two, try and sneak one in behind that corner guard. Would want to be in front of the tee line. Will be well past the guard. Might need some help to get in. Just a biter. Well, full 12. Partially guarded.
They are nicely spread out though, Wayne.
And a choice for Hannah here. She can choose to hit this shot rock. She would maybe possibly be flirting with that guard, which I don't think she would like. And with her experience, I think she says, "All right, I'm satisfied to leave that rock alone, hit the open one, try and roll to be shot rock, and force Emily to hit and stay for her too." I see that Hannah's taken a little bit more ice this time. 70 centimeters, let's say. Please don't bring out your measuring tape. There's Hannah's out turn. I heard Megan yell, "Whoa." Quieter weight though, it should curl over there. Here it comes. There's the tick and a really nice roll. So she indeed will force Emily to hit and stay to get her 2 points. So the team with the hammer, they're always happy to have that opportunity to score their deuce. Take two, give one is the recipe for success.
And Hannah is hoping, though, that Emily does hit and roll out.
All spectators have their fingers crossed. Coming down the center line, should run reasonably straight. Fairly firm takeout weight. Got the hit for sure. There's going to be some rolling happening, but very nice shot. 2 red.
That was a beautiful shot. She did have a lot of rotation on that stone, Wayne.
We've seen the Scottish teams in the World Championships show us quite a bit more rotation than what Canadian curlers have been accustomed to throwing. We've imported Dave Murdoch, I believe it is, to help with our high performance curlers, and maybe we'll see Canadian curlers start to use more rotation on their rocks as well. Nicole, maybe you could give a shout out to our volunteers for this event.
Yes, for sure, Wayne, but I think before I do that, we have to mention the Curl BC team that's here. These folks have been here since Tuesday. Will Sutton, who is the development manager, and he's been taking all of our technical needs and is able to provide us with the streaming we're doing today. And we have Bruce Renwick, he's a competition manager. Without these gentlemen here, things wouldn't be running as smoothly. It's been a lot of hours, long days, and we need to send out our thank yous to both of them. And of course, Norm Scott, the assistant with the ice technicians, he's been here since Monday. We also have to send out a shout out to our host committee here in Salmon Arm. Steve Moss is the co-chair, as well as Wayne Mertens, and they've been doing a fabulous job. And of course, we have so many volunteers. We have our scorekeepers, our timekeepers, our security people. An event like this cannot happen with all the behind-the-scenes groups that are helping us out, Wayne.
Yeah, great, Nicole. Salmon Arm Curling Club is so excited to be able to host a provincial competition like this. We've had a great local committee, like you said, Nicole, and we've had help from the Curl BC, and I think the curlers have enjoyed the event, and it's been quite a success. So here we are, partway through the seventh end. Uh, Team Bowles has taken a 2-point lead. Team Rempel has the hammer. A couple of rocks in the house. Mara Harris throwing her second rock, wanting to remove the Rempel stone that's shot rock currently. She can hit this just off the nose and save the 2 red ones. Going to be close to over curling a little bit and having a jam, or she might take them both out. Here's the jam. She took them both out. And that rock, the red rock behind the tee line, wasn't particularly advantageous for Team Bowles in any case. So I don't think they'd be too disappointed that they took that out. So Team Rempel has the hammer. They need a couple points here. Well, need a couple points, but they'd like to have a couple points. And I see here they've called for a corner guard. Megan indicating that it might be a little bit heavy for the corner, might slip into the house. Trying to put on the brakes. Got to talk to that rock a little bit. Sometimes talking doesn't help. There it is. On the tee line. Open for the hit for Team Bowles. Gabby Brissett. Being the lefty that she is, her out-turn takeout. Fairly quiet takeout weight here. They're having to keep it straight. They just curl so hard at the end. Has the tick. Save it. Yes. Maybe. No. Maybe just slightly underthrown. Here's the draw. We'd like to freeze down to the bowl stone in the 4-foot there. Line looks pretty good. Needs to curl a little bit here at the end, and it is. Little tick. Would have preferred not to get that tick because it leaves it in the wide open. Really nice weight, however. Just the line was off a hair. Gabby Brissett, another takeout. On the center line. Almost a nose hit. We'll save both red rocks. Rolling away, trying to spread them out. Nice shot. Okay, Team Bowles remaining to be aggressive here with these rocks in the house. They're going to score there too. That's definitely what they should be doing, could be doing. Megan's first rock of the 7th end. Throw on her in turn. Jumping up to give Lauren a hand. Looking pretty good here. Not sure if it's going to get to the red rocker, however. I think so. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice.
Well, that was a beautiful freeze there, Wayne.
Yes, she should be very happy with that. She'll get a fist pump from her teammate. So, Meredith Cole. Firm takeout weight here called. They'll try and remove both of those rocks. She hits it on the nose, she'll stay sitting too. She's got pretty firm weight there. It's amazing these young women able to throw so accurately with that kind of weight. And loses all those rocks, but that was more or less inevitable. So we still have a red rock just behind the tee line. Megan has another chance to throw same draw weight as last time, except the other turn. Herself steady here in the hack. Anna sending good vibes to her sister. Megan's waving as if she thinks it's a little bit heavy, but Lauren is sweeping it. Excellent line. Boy, those are two very nice shots. Those are difficult shots, and she did them so accurately both times.
Yes, those were very well executed, and of course Lauren did excellent management there on the weight of the stone.
Definitely a team effort. So another peel weight kind of takeout shot. She does it accurately. We may see no rocks in the house after this. Peel weight. Here goes the blue. Oh, and save the red. Very nice shot. This is great, great curling, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we can't say enough about the execution of these big weight shots that these ladies are treating us to today.
We've seen good curling right from the start, both from the junior women and the junior men. So Megan would like to third time. Lauren sweeping it a little bit earlier this time. It'll curl over there like crazy at the end. Megan wants to help too. Boy, you can't beat that.
Wow, Megan's just been so consistent on the last three stones with her weight here, Wayne.
Excellent to have all your members firing on full cylinders. So Emily will see if she can duplicate Meredith's result. There is a little bit of room in between those rocks, so she could pick it out. Or she could hit and stay and still remove both rocks. What she doesn't want to do, of course, is to over curl and jam and roll out the other side. That would be a disaster for the Reds. And the heavyweight takeout. Tip doesn't look quite as heavy as Meredith's. There's the hit and picking it out again. Just great shots from both of these teams. So Anna, can you do what your sister did? So Hannah's getting ready. It's her intern though, she's a righty. Look at how much ice we give for these draw shots. Great curl on this ice.
But it has been consistent, Wayne.
Absolutely, the curls, the curlers found that out right from the beginning, so they know where to put the broom down. This rock is towards the back of the house, so you have to give a little bit more weight to make that freeze. And this time there, oh, again, just a little bit of room in between them. But because it's so much in front of that rock, the pick is not likely. Bound to lose your own red one. Team Bulls will be hoping to hit this just to the right-hand side of that rock as I'm looking at it. Take out both the back ones and stay with her shooter. If they all go, that's not really a disappointment for Team Bulls either. Be a blank end for Team Rempel to hang on to the hammer for the eighth end. I think she was a little bit tight on this one. There's the nose and there's the jam. And so there is an opportunity here for two right at the last here.
With some excellent sweeping to hold that line, Wayne.
So big chance to even this game up. Asking for a little more ice. Good idea. You don't want to over curl this and jam your own rock out of there.
I guess we would call that a potential miss on the pro side, Wayne.
Right. The in-turn takeout. Lauren swept it early. Oh, it's curling. It's curling a lot. They better sweep it hard. It's close. I think the sweeping held that one. Very nicely done.
Excellent sweeping.
This was a very well played end. In the house, we normally see these kind of more corner guards and having to negotiate around those. But this Team Rempel played the strategy very, very well. Got a lucky break at the end of the end, giving them a chance to get their deuce. So here we are tied up after 7 ends, 5 for each team.
You know, if these ends continue, it's going to be down to the wire, Wayne. We'll just give you a quick update on sheet F. It appears that Halfley has jumped ahead of the Arndt team 7-5. And that has been after 6 ends of play.
Right. Team Arndt has lost their first 2 games. Team Rempel has the record of 1-1, similar to Team Bulls here at 1-1. And Team Rempel has won both of their games. They're at 2-0. So all kinds of different scenarios here for the playoff. That's going to happen this afternoon based on the final results of these games. So Team Rempel, no hammer this time. Wants the center guard. Nice and close one this time. The long guards are almost not very useful on this ice when there's so much curl. You can throw quiet weight takeouts around them even with a rock that's fully guarded. Mara Harris. Mara's rock coming down. Uh-oh, it just picked. We have not seen that happen this week hardly at all. Oh, don't kick it off.
You have to put it back. No, it picked, but you have to put it back.
Well, maybe she's thinking that she thought she burned it, but it was just a pick. We'll have to. So I think they'll put it back.
We'll have to have the umpires here get involved with this decision. I believe Emily thought it was a burnt stone, but the front end is indicating it was a picked stone.
So a pick stone, of course, means that as the rock was coming over the hog line there, the sweepers weren't keeping it clean like they are sometimes expected to do, and there was some little debris on the ice, and it hit that rock and then was going to take a different path. And I think maybe what they must have decided here was after the pick, then the team burnt it, and that's why it came off. I suspect that the rule, however, Team Rempel should have had the choice of whether to put that rock back or not. So here's the second Rempel stone, trying to get around that corner guard or that center guard. Sorry, similar way to the first one, sitting just behind it and biting the rings. So being overlapped rocks there, Emily's decided rather than trying to do anything about that rock, she's going to. I thought the original call was to come around these guards. Maybe it is. It's pretty tight ice for doing that. And as I said, I think there wasn't quite enough ice given to make this rock come around these. So she'll kick the guard, which is allowed, as long as it stays in play. It's pretty nice weight by, that would have been Mara's second rock, I believe. So Lauren Cochran throwing her third rock. Try and hit this and roll behind those two center guards. Fairly firm weight. Trying to make it curl. There's the tick and the rollout. Don't think Lauren really needs to throw that much weight. So interesting call here. Even though that one rock is still in the free guard zone rule, you can hit the one that's in the free guard zone rule as long as sorry for the mix-up here. As long as the top rock stays in play, that's definitely allowed. This is a good call. Taking one blue rock out of there. Moving the blue one to the side, staying in play. Totally legitimate call and good execution. So, Megan Rempel's turn. Try and hide one behind that corner guard. Might be a little bit heavy here. And in fact, through the house.
That is a little bit of a surprise, as Megan was so consistent on those free shots she was making earlier.
She threw a three right to the tee line, and maybe a little bit deeper than that. Right. So Team Bowls gets a chance to be the first one around the corner. They do have the hammer here. It's a good way to score 2 points. This one's going to be pretty tight to that guard. Maybe a little bit light. Now there's two corner guards to go around. First one in might be a winner. Megan will reset. Take about 6 feet off of that last rock that she threw. On its way. And I was a little bit worried about the line right off the bat. And rightfully so. I think Megan has just taken a little bit too much off this time. Two sweepers working on it, hard as they can. It's always a little bit tricky to adjust a little bit, and sometimes it's too much of an adjustment.
Emily will be attempting to get behind those guards, Wayne.
So this is the fourth chance that we've had to get around the corner guard. 2 chances for each team.
Lovely line coming, Wayne.
Yep, looks good. It's curling hard, of course. They always do.
Girls are going to hold it.
and it will be just in front of the tee line. That's a very nice shot.
Yes, that's a beautiful shot and well managed by the front end.
Did slip behind the tee line though. They do keep going, so it does give the Rempel team a chance to come down and sit on top of it. Megan will definitely want to make up for her two slight misses there with her first two rocks. Third rock coming down. This one appeared to have quite a bit of weight. No, it's come down nicely. Trying to make it curl a little bit, I think, because it was a little bit heavy. Just to the back of the house, similar to weight to her first one. As you said, Nicole, surprising when her weight was so good in the last end. So a second chance for Team Bowls. Meredith Cole. Put one top 8 would be a perfect result for the red team.
And yes, this is Meredith's second opportunity, so she'll be able to learn from that first shot.
Girls are working it now. You want to make sure they get by that guard for sure.
Seems to be coming in very nicely.
Well managed rock. By the guard, top 8, perfect shot. She couldn't have come down and placed it any better.
Yes, two beautiful shots.
So a lot of pressure now on Team Rempel. They could still set a nice shot rock, corner frozen to that one. It's got to be perfect.
Yeah, if she does make the freeze win, it's going to make it difficult for Emily to score more than one here.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that this last red rock was pretty much perfect, but it actually would have been better had it been maybe another two rocks higher than that, and not leaving this opportunity for Team Rempel to salvage the end. But as we said, this is a tough shot. It's got to be perfect or close to perfect. On its way. So here's Anna's draw shot. It's a little bit heavy. Through to the back of the house. The girls are struggling with their draw weight after being so good in all of the ends previous to this one. It is the 8th end. Sometimes you see the ice fudging up a little bit, but we sure haven't seen that this week so far. And it doesn't look like it's happened in this game either. So Team Bowls can get now a third rock behind that corner guard. This time looking to be a little bit higher than these two.
Yes, Wayne, where do you think the ideal position would be with this for the stone?
Well, I think if she can come around the corner and be, well, I guess we call this a Christmas tree situation where those rocks are angled one beside the other, with a little bit of a room between them would be just the excellent spot for this red rock. Line looks good. Sweepers are a little bit worried about the weight. The tapping of the broom there. Now they're sweeping it though. You don't want to bounce. And this one is placed just about where we were talking about, Nicole. Wow. Now Hannah just is in big difficulty here.
If Hannah doesn't get just the perfect position on that, it's going to be very, very difficult. If it over curls, then she may not get shot.
Well, yes. To be shot rock, she would have to be somewhat open. And she wouldn't really want that. I think we're kind of into damage control here. If she could draw down there and even cut Team Bowls down to one.
What about a corner freeze?
Yeah, but so big shot here in this game. Drawing against 3 with the last red rock still to come. It's got some curling to do. Here it comes down now. It's going to be close to that corner freeze that you were talking about, Nicole. But she just ticked it, and they couldn't really sweep that by because it was going to be too heavy. And so Team Bowls is sitting 2 with an opportunity to score 4.
This is going to be a wide open hit for Emily.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it wide open. She has to be careful to stay away from her own rocks there in the house. I'm suspecting that she'll be not too aggressive here, and even if she hits and rolls out, she'll get 3. But with the ice that she's taking, I'm expecting to see kind of a control weight, maybe down a little bit from control. She threw the quieter weights in the last end. Very important shot here. There's the slide and the release to the broom. Girls are sweeping now. You can see the quiet weight here. Is she by? Yes, she's by. And there's the quiet weight. Very nicely done. Excellent shot. 4 points for Team Red.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot and well managed by the front end. She had a lot of rotation on that.
It takes the very strong mental approach when you throw those kind of rocks. They're not easy to make. They look easy, but you've got to throw the right weight. You've got to hit the broom, and Emily did that perfectly. So Team Rempel will have some work to do now. 4 points down after 8. 2 ends to go. Be working really hard to score at least 2. 3 would be preferable. For Team Rempel, of course, I'm talking about. Team Bowls will do everything they can do to keep it open and limit the damage to 1. Looks like over here on sheet F, Team Hafley has scored 4 for sure. I think that rock at the top of the house there isn't quite in. They're already 1 point ahead, so that would give them a 5-point lead. I think the coach and players are talking about whether they want to shake hands, and in fact they are. So that gives a victory to Team Hafley from Kamloops. That'll give them a record of 2-1. Makes the result of this game pretty interesting because we could end up with 3 teams with that same record of 2-1. I believe they've used the draw to the button results to determine who would be first place and who would have to play off for second and third in the semifinal game here. That's going to be live streamed on CBC Gem, folks. So if you're interested in following along some more after this game, check out CBC Gem. And somebody did also mention something about a local Shaw cable company possibly doing some of the streaming as well. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. Team Rempel unfortunately slipped their first corner guard attempt into the rings. Gives Team Bowls a chance to hit that out of there and keep this end as wide open as possible. This rock needs to curl a little bit. Possibility she could jam on the one in the house. And in fact, they got a little fortunate there. running that across the top of it rather than onto their own. Sometimes we're good, sometimes we're lucky. We'll give that one in the lucky category. But it was still well thrown.
Hannah's going to be throwing up the corner guards. Is she here, Wayne?
Yeah, she wanted the corner guard the last time, but unfortunately for Lauren, she slipped into the house. She'll adjust her weight this time. Megan's convinced that the weight is okay. They'll be wanting this to stop any moment now. That's a good corner guard. A little bit long, but better than slipping into the house like they did last time. So Gabby Brissett has to throw the center guard on this rock that is at the back of the forefoot. Rock needs to curl over a little bit. And it always does there with those kind of weights. Nicely placed rock. So Team Rempel, there are these 4 points behind. They need to get some rocks in the house. They'll use that corner guard that they threw in a different kind of way. They'll come around from the outside and they can draw one into the top of the forefoot there, giving Team Bulls something to have to contend with. This rock might have been a little bit tight from the beginning. No, miscalled. Lots of room, lots of room. Let's not give any Donnie do-good calls here. I guess the reason she ended up having lots of room was she was also a little bit heavy. Didn't really want to go to the back of the house like that. 4 feet lighter than that would have been more ideal. So Team Bowles looking to run that corner guard, I believe. But if she misses the corner guard, she could go through the port and take out that other rock. Oh, she got the tick. I think that was probably a good shot to make. They don't need that corner guard there. Team Bulls doesn't. So Team Rempel, another draw attempt. Around the center guard, going towards the one at the back of the forefoot. You don't have to be way that far back though. Top 4 is good place. Line looks good. Working it to get to by the corner guard. Is it just by? Yes, it is just by. How deep is it going? Pretty nice there. It's behind the tee line, but it is shot rock. Team Bulls is going to try to duplicate that. Team Bulls can get shot rock by coming around the center guard and sitting kind of corner frozen to the blue rock that's in there already. This will be Meredith Cole's first rock. Little discussion here, deciding on where exactly they would like to place this. Decision's been made. Rock is on its way. It's going to be pretty tight to that guard. Girls are sweeping hard. Will they get it by? Will they get it by? They did not. Just a little rub. However, it ends up in not a horrible location for Team Bulls. It's there to be promoted another time. If they'd have been able to sweep it by that guard, though, it would have been perfect down to the shot rock of Team Rempel.
Hannah's going to try coming from the other side, Wayne.
Right, she can get a second rock in there, come around that center guard, and freeze to her own. Lauren is sweeping hard to get it by that corner center guard. I don't think she will. Just a little bit underthrown. Struggles with draw weight here these last couple ends. She has taken away the bump up on the red, however.
Now Emily will be attempting that shot that Hannah was wanting to have.
A lot of rocks in play for Team Bulls at 4 points up already. I think they'd have preferred to play a more open kind of end. Didn't transpire that way, so they've got to deal with the cards that they have. So they'll try to make the shot that Megan came up light on. They can get another rock in the house. Doesn't really have to be shot rock with the 4 point lead if they can just make it difficult for Team Bulls to steal 2 points. Stealing 1 point is really not that bad with having a 3 point lead coming home. This draw looks pretty good. The guard is, she'll be by the guard if she's got the weight, but not having quite weight again. So I'll move those rocks around, and actually that's a good situation for Team Rempel. There's a bigger port there for her to come through. She can come right through the port, tap her own, sit 2.
Hannah would definitely love to score 2 in this end with the hammer.
Well, no, there for a minute. Yes, Blue Rock does have the hammer. This draw looks better than the previous one. She can tap it a little bit. It does curl hard there at the end. There it is. And the tap. Sitting 2 in the open though. But it is a port. It has to be negotiated. She'll throw probably a fairly firm takeout weight down through there. Not sure that she can get the double though. I don't know if she can get to the inside enough to take both of those rocks, but a nose hit would be fine. If you come through the port, you're likely to get a nose hit.
There's also a potential jam on that red stone there, Wayne.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these rocks fly out of there. If she throws the weight, I think that she's going to throw, though, both the back blue rock and the red rock would go. So this is Emily's first rock. Big rotation. Not huge weight. Has to curl a little bit yet. There's the curl. Oh, she got a little tick. And what was the result? Oh my goodness. So she did not remove any blue rocks. Did save her own, but gives Team Bulls a chance to either guard these 2, or they could even come right down in there and sit 3.
Yes, I think Hannah's going to come right in there.
She's taken a lot of ice, which is fine, of course, because we do have so much curl. Might be recommended to go in there to sit the 3 right now, because if she throws the guard, 2 is likely all she'll be able to get, unless she can do some hitting on these red rocks on the right-hand side. That's a possibility yet too. Oh, I think that picked 2. Oh, this is really unfortunate. That's a picked 2 ends in a row now. I really don't like that about our game, Nicole.
Yes, that's very unfortunate. You don't want to see that happening for any team.
At any time, and this is the absolute worst time for Team Bulls. There's just no reason for that rock to be
Team Rempel.
Or Team Rempel, sorry. So another opportunity for Emily to deal with these 2 blue rocks in the house. She's taking less ice this time, which means she's going to throw quite a bit more weight. Her last one didn't quite curl enough, but she had huge rotation and quieter weight. If she can get close to the nose on this one, she could be sitting quite a few red counters at the end. But there's a strong possibility that she would jam the top blue rock onto the back one and leave it there. Depends on what angle that she hits it at. Here's the slide. Definitely more weight than last time. Line is pretty darn close. It did not curl up hardly at all. And look at that. She did jam. Wow, you throw that little bit of extra weight, and that rock did not gain anything at all. And in fact, I think it was moving back a little bit. So left it with 2 and a draw for 3. So the girls would be advised this time to.
This is interesting that Hannah has chosen to hit that red stone and roll in as opposed to just throwing a drawing.
Yes, I'm very surprised by this call because there's no advantage to hitting this. But why?
I think just a draw.
Yeah. You know, if there was an extra blue to score other than this one, this would make sense. No. Looks like she's going to be close, but an interesting call here. No, I don't know. It's close. Yes. Wow, that is an interesting call. Might have been time for a coach's intervention there, Nicole.
Or else maybe Hannah just wasn't as comfortable throwing the draw.
Yeah, she might have been spooked by that first one that picked on her and was more comfortable throwing. She just about made a fantastic hit and roll there. She was centimeters, can I say centimeters away from being sitting 3, but she's got 2, so they're 2 points down. Team Bowls is 2 points up with the hammer. That's a nice situation for them.
Yes, I'm sure Emily was breathing a sigh of relief there with Hannah only able to score 2 points.
2 big ends being played here. Well, the whole game has been really well played. Both teams making lots and lots of shots. A few misses in crucial situations, as we saw in the last end and in this end too. So Team Rempel will be doing all that they can do is to put rocks in play. They need guards badly. This first rock would be a long center guard. Megan is sweeping it hard to get it over the hog line. Hannah's run out to help her. 2 sweepers on it. Just over the hog line. Team Bowls.
Just want to send a quick shout out here, Wayne, before we get too engrossed in this 10th end, to Carol and Doug Murray, who are our co-managers here at the Salmon Arm Club. They are doing a terrific job. This is their 2nd year as co-managers, and I don't know what we'd do without them, Wayne.
Right, we are definitely well taken care of in the management department and the ice department. Our club has come a long ways in these last few years. So Team Bowl is going to try and take advantage of that center guard, trying to draw around. Just to the top 12 foot.
It's a battery pack.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on your side there.
No, I don't see it there. There. Oh, maybe it's here. Oh, maybe it's on the side. Hold on to it, please.
Yeah, they would have just. I wish they could have done.
We have a low battery situation here. We're hoping to power up. Okay, we're charging. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, we're down to 9% power here. Hope we're still broadcasting okay. The audio is sometimes a bit of a problem when you get with a low battery. Fingers crossed. Don't want to lose our feed here with the 10th rock, a close game, or 10th end rather.
Sorry on the battery pack on this.
Showing green. Well, the black is should show green ones.
It shows.
We've gone up to 10% there. We're good. Hopefully. So a little excitement here in the technological department. I can't even hardly say the word here. I'm so excited. So here we go. First couple of rocks being played in the 10th end. As we said, Team Bowls is 2 up in this game with the hammer. 1 red rock in the house. Open from the my left-hand side. Sweeping hard to get by the guard. It's by, but it might be also by the red. No, she ticked it out. And just about everything's out of play. So Team Bowls doesn't want to have any rocks to have to deal with coming around that center guard. Now that the 5 rocks have been played, she can remove this one. They'd like to hit this and roll away, keeping everything wide open. There's a tick. Nice firm peel weight there. As Nicole has mentioned here, these young women can throw the rock hard and accurately. Often with the younger curlers, you'll see those hard shots, but the accuracy is missing. It is not missing in this game.
Well, and Emily's happy to have a wide open house here.
Team Rempel is going to have to do some work here to make it difficult for Team Bowls not to go home with a victory. Let's not talk too soon, however. Here's the corner guard coming up. Sometimes it only takes 1 miss to make the end difficult for the opposing team. Nice weight.
Emily will continue to peel these guards, Wayne.
Absolutely. Skinny ice, firm weight. Might have been a little bit full on the release there. There's the tip.
Mission accomplished.
Yep. Team Bowls will be breathing a little bit of sigh of relief, but it's never too late. Team Rempel, 2 points down, needing to steal 2 to stay in this game. They do have 2 victories under their belt, however. Another attempt at throwing a guard. Both Lauren and Megan sweeping it. Oh, Hannah going up to help. They really need that over the hog line. Oh, the girls tried hard, but to no avail. So there's this rock here at the back of the house that mostly shouldn't have been causing concern, but any rock in play for Team Bowls, they don't like that. So they'll do their best to try and remove that and have a wide open house, nothing around. Here's the peel weight again. And rolling out. Good shot.
Yes, Wayne, you have to be impressed with the weights that these young women are throwing.
They certainly put us old folks to shame, don't they? I can't even keep up to those kind of rocks. So it's getting very late in the game here for Team Rempel. Desperately need a guard, which they've got now. Team Emily quickly up there. Broom will be pretty close to the rock, trying to peel it out of there.
And Hannah will be hoping for a nose hit.
That would be the break that Team Rempel could really take advantage of. Here's the peel on its way. Another hit, another roll away, easy peasy. Well, I say that, but I don't really mean it. For them to do that takes a whole lot of skill. They've really shown that to us today.
Yes, Wayne, we've been so impressed with some of these ladies' teams. This is our second night of covering the ladies' games, and we've been so impressed.
It's been just excellent curling to watch, and excellent curling for us to bring to the folks that are online there and watching and listening. So now only 2 blue rocks left. Can't throw any more guards, of course. We have to have one in the house. Got to score both of these for any chance of a tie. Emily jumped up to help sweep this. You might want to keep that clean based on that pick that we had earlier on in the end, or in the eighth end. There it is in the house.
Oh, right to the tee line there, Hannah.
So Emily to win this game. Open hit. If she makes this shot, we'll have 3 teams with 2 wins and 1 loss. Placement, I think, will be decided by the draw to the button results. One team will go on to the finals Sunday afternoon. The other team will be playing in the semifinals this afternoon at 2. Be a quick turnaround for these girls. Emily's rock on the way. Sweeping it hard to get the tick. And there it is, the hit and the roll. Doesn't really have to stay in. There's a victory for Team Bulls. A very well played game by both teams. Both teams ending up with a 2-1 record, along with Team Halfley from Kamloops. It's been fun, Nicole, bringing this game to the folks online.
Yes, it's been a pleasure to watch the skill set of these young women. It's been a pleasure to work with you, Wayne, and we've really enjoyed covering these games.
You betcha. So if you want to see more of this junior curling, the semifinals for the women and the semifinals for the men are being streamed on CBC Gem and also possibly on one of the local Shaw cables. So watch for that this afternoon. So over and out from Salmon Arm Curling Club. Thanks for watching.